Okay, this will probably be my last reel from the game, and you knew I was going to get a Danny Okoye highlight in here. This is one of my guys. Think the world of his talent, what he can be. So, want to show a little bit of everything because he does. He's got a play where he drops. He's got several run plays, and then of course he's got the pass rush that I'm just sure he has repaid Reggie Powers with a meal this week for owing him the first career interception of Reggie's career. Um, okay, first snap in the game. He's lined up right here.
Okay.
You know, and really does a nice job. If I'm not mistaken, that tight end's a
And Bryant's
fairly
entering the
big
field with the
guy, and
carry.
Danny does a decent job with him.
Right
So,
now,
I
four
mean,
minutes
young
left.
player, you obviously you hope that can extrapolate and he'll only get better. But a guy who hasn't played a lot of football this year and did not play his high school ball at a high level, so there's a lot of growth curve for Danny, and there was always going to be. So here he is again, top of the screen. Again, just look at the force he plays with. Like, there's a lot of aggression, a lot of violence, like a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Kind of the same stuff we're talking about with Eddie Pierre Louis. It's just not as noticeable,
Yeah.
and I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I've just noticed that I didn't have the mute on, so I apologize. Um, this is not as noticeable because he's on defense as it is with Eddie Pierre Louis on offense, where Oklahoma hasn't been playing that level of aggression that they need at times. So here's the big sack. Danny ends up getting doubled here. That's him. Yeah, right there. Devon Sears getting his big sack. I guess is that Taylor Wine that's also within there? Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So let's move forward. I believe this is where Danny drops off in coverage. And it's not so much that he does anything exemplary, it just shows you the movement skills I've talked about. Like, look at him drop, sag off. Like, we laughed about PJ last year. PJ is big and long, and for a guy that's his length, has crazy movement ability. Danny has crazy movement ability for anybody. Like, he just doesn't move like other defensive ends do. It's pretty wild some of the stuff he can do. Um, I think this will be a pass rusher. Other than this, I'll probably take it down to yeah. So here you got youth. Danny crashes hard, doesn't have anybody to replace, and gives up a big play behind him. So you've got Owen Heineke helping out, supporting George Stoya there. Okay, so let's go forward. We'll just go up to the play because really, again, it's more of what you've kind of already seen here. Okay, so this will be the play. So you've got um, Reggie Powers right here on the slot. Danny Okoye's here. Watch Danny work around back in through the middle. Splits those two blockers. I mean, it's a nice play from Danny Okoye right until, and again, if he just pulls off a little bit here. Because I mean, look at him. He's already up in the air. Like, it's not, but when he swings down like that, you can't do that. And that's Danny. Danny's going to play with that level of enthusiasm and energy and all this stuff, and he's just got to know when he's got to pull back just a little bit. Um, but here, look at Reggie Powers here, man. Great coverage, right in phase, right exactly where you'd want to be. That's a throw you should never make as a quarterback because he is just so. And look, I mean, it's a little out and up, and then boom, just great coverage. And it's a shame for Reggie that he loses his first career pick on Danny's mistake. But I guess, as some others have mentioned, I guess at least Danny got his money's worth out of it. Here it is. Sorry, it bounced backward on me for some reason. It's again, it is the contact, but it's also contact to the face. I mean, that's always going to be tough. Yeah, that's a pretty straight call for the referee there. But yeah, so again, pretty solid effort here from Oklahoma. Um, First quarter was slow. Second quarter was some of the cleaner football they've played on both sides of the football all season. I don't care. It is Maine. That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't change that they played good football and dominated a lesser opponent. That's sometimes you're going to face teams that aren't as good as you are. You need to handle business, and they did after kind of a awkward first quarter. So again, room for growth. I think next week, when we're back here talking about the Missouri game, we're gonna know a lot. I mean, like not that we don't know where this team is. We know where this team is, but we're gonna have a lot of answers about what things may look like going forward, in my opinion. So we'll see, and we'll catch up with you then.